My name is Aaron Cairo. I'm a skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area. I've been skateboarding for a very long time, and today I'm going to teach you how to 360 flip. So before you get started on your 360 flips, make sure you're very comfortable riding your board. You've been pushing around a lot. You've learned some of the basic tricks. You know how to ollie, pop, shove it. You got your kick flips. You got all those down to a point where you can do them pretty well every time. And then you're ready to move on to 360 flips. The first step of this, I suggest finding a nice crack, put your back wheels in the crack, and put your feet in a position like this. Your back foot is really on the side. You're going to need that to be over there to be able to scoop the board and flip it to the full 360. And your front foot is going to be in the kickflip position. I put my foot the exact same position as a kickflip, maybe a little more on the board, but yeah, it's cocked at that same 45-degree angle. Now here's the main part of the 360 flip, is that scoop that you saw right there. Now that back foot, I want you to have your toe off the edge of the board like this, and you really, it's called a scoop because notice how my toe literally goes under the board and flips it around, and you gotta flip that back foot across that board, scraping it on the ground and flipping it really hard. The harder the better, because the harder you flick it right there, the faster it's going to flip around and the easier time you're going to have landing it. And the motion with your front foot isn't all that much. You really just kick the board just a little bit just to make it flick, and then you mainly just keep it there to catch it as it's done right there and land on it with both feet. The board shouldn't be really moving underneath you that much. Don't get this idea that it flies out. You see how I almost take off and land in the exact same spot there. So the main point is just that back foot again and that scoop that goes right there. If you get that scoop down to a point where you can push it really hard and you're popping your board properly, the board's going to flip right underneath you. You just jump up a little bit, catch it with your front foot, and then you just land. The other thing that I want to let you guys know is you don't have to jump high to do these tricks. I get a lot of questions about how high do I have to jump? Do I have to jump really high? You don't. You have to flick your board properly so it goes underneath you. Now notice my front foot, it doesn't do anything. It just stays right there in the air waiting for that board to flip to catch it. After you give that first little flick with your toe, which makes your board flip, all you do is leave it there in the air and wait for the board to come around so you can catch it with your front foot. On 360 flips, you catch it with your front foot. On regular kick flips, you usually catch it with your back foot. And the main point, as I made before, is just that flick of the back foot. I wanted to show you guys many different 360 flips so you could get the idea here. I guess they all kind of look the same, but I hope it makes sense. I want you to notice really how hard I push with my back foot. The back foot does all the work. Notice that right there. Also notice the position of my knee, so you can really see how that foot scoops. It doesn't slide across, it really cocks underneath and scoops over. If you're scooping your board correctly, your back knee is going to be real bent. So watch my back foot right here as it scoops under, scrapes across, and look at how fast and how hard my back foot of the toe of my back foot right there scraped around, and now it lifts up. My front foot has just basically been staying in the same position. Now it's going to drop down. It's going to catch on top of that board right there and then land. I pretty much literally landed in the same spot that I started, right back into that crack. So you can see how much control you can get on this. So you can do it kind of in lines or wherever you want. This is a good like into tricks, out of tricks once you get it. I don't want to give you the idea that this is the easiest trick. It's not. It's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of dedication, which most all of skateboarding tricks do. So don't give up, keep practicing. If you need help, come to me, message me, upload your videos, you know what to do. Check out the website, barrelskateboarding.com, and check out some of these other videos. I'm always down for your guys' feedback and looking for better ways to interact with you, so let me know. Thanks a lot.